Hi everybody, this is Angelika Christie, life transformation coach, best-selling author, speaker, founder and creator of The Freedom Whisperer. Thank you for being here now at this critical time in history. We are all waking up to who we are with greater consciousness about what we need to do and came here to do and participate in. The greatest block that prevents you from fulfilling your important mission and being all that you are is fear and the equally destructive and stifling emotions of doubt and insecurity. If you are like me, you have a lot of experience and a lot to share with the world, no matter if it is from your business or personal life. But time seems to speed up. And most of us experience an overload of information. And it is very difficult to fulfill your mission that way. So here is what you will learn in my free 3-part video training. I will show you how to break through the last barrier that stands in between you and your greatest business and life success. So you can finally be free of doubt, anxiety, and fear. Being free of fear will unleash your magnetic power and opens the gate for abundance to flow to you naturally. If doubt and fear still clip your wings, I invite you to watch my free video training course. If you want to know how you can free yourself from anxiety, doubt, and fear, stay with me and I will help you to grow your wings again. The tools I share with you in my program, Total Freedom from Fear, will assist you in creating the life you want. I want you to experience the joy of knowing who you are and how to make a difference in the world, while at the same time creating the abundance that you will naturally attract as a result of your free-flowing creative power. Do you still wonder how to get your message out into the world and be properly compensated for it? Have you attended many seminars or bought online courses on how to succeed in your business or personal life? Were you inspired, but it wore off because old doubts and fears crept soon back into your thoughts, stifling you once again? I have been there. I know your frustration. Even after studying with the best teachers in my field today, I still hesitated. I was unsure about my authority to share what I knew my mission was. My wake-up call that changed everything in a big way for me came just a year ago in a life-threatening event, and in a flash, so to speak, the secret to unlimited success came to me, and I'm going to share it here with you. In this video today, I will share with you why it is so important to understand who you really are and that you have unlimited choices. We will cut through the barrier that prevents you from experiencing more freedom right now. Later on, I will pull back the curtain on doubt and fear so you can see that most of your negative beliefs are false and come from somebody else. The time is now. You are needed to live your highest potential by fully expressing your greatness and share your gifts with the world in the way only you can share them. And you will have abundance in return. It will flow naturally, because it is your birthright. You see, we live in a fast-changing world. We are constantly bombarded with changing opinions about almost everything. Doubts, anxieties, and prolonged stress have driven mental and emotional depression and even suicide out of the roof. And women are especially affected. There is more unhappiness and uncertainty in women's lives than ever before, even though we have more control over our lives than ever before. Why is this so? Women are naturally strong and resourceful. They are capable to multitask much better than men. But that doesn't mean that stress does not affect us. It does. Another added burden is that women often carry the single parenthood, caring for children and also struggling with the equally demanding job of bringing in the bacon, so to speak. No wonder that self-doubt and uncertainty about an uncertain future puts an enormous burden on our naturally happy state of being. Do you know what robs your freedom and steals your happiness more than anything else? Yes, the most powerful force that diminishes joy and drains your energy is fear. I know about fear. I struggled with fear almost all of my life, although it seldom showed on the outside. You see, I arrived at a very difficult time in history. I must have felt my mother's terror when the last bombs fell at the end of the Second World War, and they utterly destroyed the city and burned down our house. I was born a few months thereafter in post-war Germany. My mother told me that she was terrified that I would starve. She starved and could not feed me, and there was very little food other than some potatoes. Can you imagine when the most basic need, food, is taken away from you? I don't remember any of this. I was only a baby. But fear and anxiety downloaded into my subconscious mind from the beginning of my life, and it was enforced many times. My parents put my sister and me into very strict Catholic boarding school, the mother house of the Ursuline nuns. My parents were unaware how strict the Catholic dogma of the Ursuline nuns was and how devastating the application. It took away any choice, and it controlled my mind. Today I know that their tool to control was fear. Fear of the nuns, fear of man and the world, fear of punishment from God. I know that fear is the most destructive force on our planet. Through all of my life's experiences, I was primed to identify fear. Through long and sometimes painful inquiries into the hidden areas of my life, I was also given the understanding about the ego, which uses fear as an illusion. I know without any doubt how to recognize and then dismantle the illusions. Although my training as a naturopath that is using only natural remedies to prevent and treat disease, my deepest interest was how the mind influences the body. So I studied with many masters and teachers, the ancient masters' teachings as well as quantum physics and evolutionary spirituality. Some of my teachers and mentors were and still are John Assaraf, Neil Donald Walsh, Greg Braden, Dr. Bruce Lipton, and many others. And yet, even after understanding and also all of my knowledge on how to dismantle the illusion of fear, I discovered that I still had doubts about my ability to step out of my own insecurity onto the world stage. I knew that I had the ability, but I thought I may need even some more training. In my heart and soul, I knew that I was ready to share my knowledge with the world, yet I still resisted to step out fearlessly and share my unique gifts with you. That is, until the universe had enough of my excuses. And in a flash brought a terrifying experience to me that I will share with you here. In the middle of Manhattan, right after the conference the next morning where I was alone in my hotel room, ready to have a free day to explore the city, fully dressed to leave my room, out of the blue, a stroke paralyzed the right side of my body, totally paralyzed me. I knew instantly that I have asked for this wake-up call. Like a bolt of lightning striking every cell in my body, I heard myself screaming, "No, I don't want this. I get it. I will do it." I knew immediately that I had not only permission but also an obligation to carry out my mandate, to become the voice of freedom from fear. You know, there comes a time in our lives that we make a decision that we know we will never renege on. That was the time for me. Since that incident, my doubts and fears evaporated. Yes, they actually evaporated. I cannot really find a better word for it. I created the Freedom Whisperer because that is what I am. You may ask why all of my fears disappeared. We do not get to the point where fear really never shows up again. That would be wishful thinking. But what I teach will dismantle fear or use its energy creatively whenever it shows up. This is real empowerment. It takes application and practice, like everything that is worthwhile and important to our greatest success and happiness. So this is why I am so passionate about my program. I lived through the struggles and finally broke through my own illusions, which allowed me to fully embody who I am and live a fearless life. This is what I want to teach you in this video series and in my programs. I will give you a clear roadmap and the right strategy to discover what really holds you back, remove what prevents you from living the life to your life to the fullest, and how to create the excitement, joy, and become the magnet of the rewards that will be abundant. It doesn't really matter whether you desire better relationships, greater personal presence, or more monetary rewards doing what you love, or want to discover how to share your greatest gifts and live the purpose for which you came into this lifetime at this incredible time. My program, Total Freedom from Fear, the 5-step formula to unlimited success, is designed to take you step by step toward being able and happy in choosing your perfect life that you came into this life, into this body, to fully express with fearless certainty and free-flowing love for yourself and others, which ultimately makes you a role model for others to follow and leaves the legacy you can smile about with gratitude and joy in your heart. In other words, at the end of your life, you will know without doubt that you have lived your life well, with no regrets, and contributed to the advancement of humanity. So here is the conclusion why I believe it is so important that you let go of your doubts and fears so you can quantum leap to the highest expression of who you really are. You have a message, whether in your business or personal life. Your life is critical to the next step in our evolution, whether you fully understand this consciously or not. Embedded in your heart and soul are the seeds of your greatness, and they need to be nurtured to grow and blossom. I hope that I gave you a glimpse into what stands in your way, but also what is possible for you if you let go of fear. There is a part of us that holds on to the status quo for dear life, hates change, and resists freedom. This part runs 95% of our adult life. It's our subconscious mind. We experience change as stress. We adults have forgotten who we are. Children, on the other hand, still know who they are. They have no problem with change. They create constantly and destroy constantly. Children use bold, colorful strokes on the canvas, and then they destroy it again, and they create anew. They do it with any medium, with dirt, with soil, with Legos, with building blocks. They build it, then they destroy it. Even if we as parents yell, "No, don't do that, it's so beautiful, don't destroy it." because we want to keep stuff. We don't believe in the flow of things anymore. We lost our natural instinct to create over and over again with joy and excitement, trusting our unlimited creativity. We are afraid that we will not be good enough, that we will go blank in front of a page or canvas. Children create, destroy, and create again without worries or concerns or fears about their ability. This fearless, audacious child still lives within you. When you know who you really are, you have unlimited choices. When I tell you that total freedom from fear also brings unlimited success, I mean this literally. Now, success may look differently for different people. For example, you can have unlimited success in doing nothing, or by picking one difficult challenge after another, or walk up to somebody fearlessly and change the path of your heart or business. There are as many examples there as there are choices, unlimited ones. You see, it's totally up to you. So the next video will cover some very common myths about the role of your ego. And I will also share with you a very effective way to instantly interrupt the fear cycle whenever it shows up. It will change your life like it has mine. You will create your life more consciously and with so much more certainty and success. So look out for video number 2 in the next day or two, where I will dismantle the myths about the function of your ego in your life and how to master it to serve your life's plan. I hope you enjoyed our time together and you got some value from me today. Something that made a small or a little bit larger difference in your life. Please leave your comments and questions below. I will make every effort to answer your questions timely, and I will be so happy to receive your comments and suggestions. Connect with me on the next video. Until then, live fully by knowing who you are and share your beautiful light with the world. My motto: if you could see the way I see you, all your fears would instantly evaporate. I am Angelica Christie, and I am your Freedom Whisperer.